The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Number 53, line 53. Push him back, Ready.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's bring it.
On second down, it's Stick. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the whip.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Open man is Samuel, complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Gun. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
We got 4. Great. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught, Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Ready? What we got? Check.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
What is it? Mike, 51. Know your job.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Great. Deuce. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. You.
From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Newton. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Switch.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Number 53, Mike 53. Protein spell. Rush in, rush and go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
30 base. 53. Coming to you. General West. Go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, box truck. Big rip.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. They'll roll. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
That's it. 180. 8. Twist.
Mixon with a first down carry. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, flip it. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, Mike 51. Stay with it.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Check 49. 20. Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. 8. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Back to throw, Newton. This one into the hands of Burton. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51. 8. That's the way. Slam. Gun. Slam. Check. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Newton. Flush to, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Set 1 in. We got set 1 in. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball. Right. Gun.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. He completes it to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Great.
From the gun, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, Haywood.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the curve.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Newton eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready. Look at
51,
it.
Mike, 51.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Quick the edge.
Hey.
He's coming. We got double up.
Great.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Stop right there. Hey. 4 down.
Now Newton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, Newton flushed out right. Well, Newton got it, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton flushed to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
20. Check right. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Great. Let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch the out.
Again, Newton. He's got his tight end, Burton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
I got you, son.
Newton throwing again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Man, I got you. Gun. 51's the mic, boys. 51. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing again is Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now, they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 37. Check 37.
Now Saquon Barkley pushing through the contact. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 12, Stick eluding the pressure, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Go.
Stick from the gun. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
8.
Now Newton on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
53 is Mike. You don't know no better. Hey, Alpha. two-draw quarter.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Say. Greystone, travel. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
You can set, but ain't. I got you. I got you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, he's got Burton here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gun.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
I got him. Mike 51. Mike 51. Get that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Back.
Here's a run with Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Great.
I
got you. Great.
Newton now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Just beating the play clock is Newton. Steps away to his... And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago! Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 61. Matchbox lights. Get up. Ready.
Again, it's Barkley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
High 7. 52.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. 1st and 10, Stick. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Come on, set.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Boy. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Stick back to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. And avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? 51 for Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, read.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, echo.
Stick looks to throw. Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey! Hey, exit. Check 53.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. Topper. Get it.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Under 10.
Another try for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check, check. Lucky. Ready.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
On 4th down, here's Stick. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Joker.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
He wasn't ready.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey! 51 the mic, boy. 51. All day.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen.
Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Stick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Spot! No! Shoot! Watch the shoot! 22 jet bomber!
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And emerging victorious, the Colts. Alex Smith, 2 touchdown passes in the W. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Newton to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready? Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. 20. Check.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 8.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun.
Mike 51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, Zoo.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Stick. Complete to Christian Kirk. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Great. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
51's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 99. Check 99.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Watch the run. They're running it. Switch.
Again, it's Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Great. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
First throw in overtime for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On first down, Newton. This is caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Here we go. Right to the 3. Watch the run.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.